Welcome back, everyone, to the Valorant. Sorry, not the Valorant Oceania Tour. That's the wrong tournament. The Let's Play Live Winter Cup. This is the Evolution relegation. We're back again, 3 nights in a row now for the LPL Cup. And we've had some pretty good matches so far. Just last night, Potent versus Burger. An insane comeback from this roster, and they will be competing again tonight, going up against Antic Esports. We see the fans already come out on top. So let's see if they can as well. The players are just loading into the agent select for our first map of the night, which will be Ascent. So let's get things off. As I have cast Antic Esports in the VOT stage that just passed. So a few fresh faces that I recognize from this roster, and of course the returning champions from last night, Potent, moving on to the round of 8 here, looking to progress, and the winner, reminder, will move on to the, I believe, the upper bracket semi-finals, and they will face off against Shadow of Intent. So some very strong teams left in this stage of the competition, as the agent select has come on through here. As we can see, double duelists, pretty standard in the current meta. Still no KO yet to show up on this stream in the Winter Cup, as the Killjoys staples of this map. And we did see from Potent, this map was a bloodbath just last night. We'll have to see if it stays that way, as 10,000 channel points have been predicted for, I believe, Potent. So we have just paused things out here. While that's happening, we can switch on over once again towards that map. Veto will be Icebox for map 2 and Haven for the decider if we do end up getting there. Just having a few ping issues here. Should be resolved any moment now. But yeah, speaking of Potent, last night, they were down, I think, 10-2 in the first half of Bind on that first map. Almost brought things back. I think lost 13-11 to Burger in that first map. And then the second map just flew by. They demolished them. And then, yeah, once again, Ascent was such a bloodbath. So many hype moments across that game. As it looks like Antic will be repeating the staple of this map and rushing towards this A site. 4 members are nearby. Let's see. Once this pause ends up getting fixed, hopefully it does sometime soon, I would imagine. It's 98 in position. Good potential looks like that restart. So the ready rather will come on through and they will restart that timer. 7 seconds left. And round 1 of this best of 3 has just begun. Over the top. Will land. Won't find much, but will force them away from main here. Catwalk could be in a bit of danger, as they are playing passively. Once again, looking at those buys. Heavy priority towards those shields. Something that we have seen a fair amount of. Especially since the economy changes as 98 will be forced to back off. Aldrin comes on through. Looking to make their way towards this site. 2 members approaching from main. 98 might be able to spot them out. Mexi will be forced off. Paranoia comes on through, sprays down, but taken by Wildfire. The first blood of this series lands in the hands of Antic as that plant comes on through. Pick up that sheriff. Let's see how this retake attempt goes. SD. The approach now. Just has that wall destroyed. They're looking to go on in. Big chunk of damage, but still in the corner. Will survive for the time being. Kyun starts things off with 1. Mexi trades things back. Big chunk of damage comes on through. Kyun finds another. The burst fire will miss 3k. For Kyun, it's all down to 1. Can they repeat the clutch? Played so incredibly well in that last game, but 9 health left. That timer is ticking, and they won't be able to get it in time. Sky secures that final kill, and Antics. There's a bit of a struggle, thanks to Kyun keeping up those carry ways, but they will secure the first round win of this series. Gonna invest that into those specters that you see on the board now. Back towards a pretty standard purchase here for Potent. Got the shorty on Jet as well. Let's see. Could potentially make something happen, but no one is nearby just yet. Shaz, classic in hand, will just get mowed down if they meet face to face with Antics. Gonna be forced to back off here. And we'll just have to concede control here of the front of the site. Mexi pushing on through. Aldrone as well as they make their way towards the site. Paranoia comes through. They rush on in. Tailwind going to be secured. Mexi looking for something. Actually gets damaged by the allies. Gomez will be good for 1. Spike once again going down. Wildfire securing that plant. 3 points away from the shadows. This retake attempt once again. A very, very rough situation for them. They just have to go for it. They've got nothing to say. The dash on in towards the site. SD not able to secure anything just yet. Sheriff might be able to find a pick here or there, but they've got no shields. They've got no health. And that timer is ticking. You're gonna have to make a play for something soon. Those health bars. 1 falls. 2 most likely going to follow. They'll find 1 in trade, but the execute comes on through. They're going to pick up some more money towards those rifles. And a 2-0 lead for Antic in this first map. And don't get me wrong, we have seen comebacks from Potent. I mean, they had a 7-round win streak on bind in that second half during map 1 of yesterday's series. But Antic, we've also seen them and how they do like to push the lead. Let's see which one of these styles comes out on top. Looks like it will be a push towards mid this time. SD might be in a bit of trouble. Headshot lands. We'll secure that kill onto Wildfire. The big chunk of damage trades on back. Rocking that new Sentinel bundle, to be honest. I quite like the skin line, to be honest. There's now Warpaxi. They do have the spike. 2 points away for Kyun from that Fury. Recon Dart actually won't hit. They're still going to push through regardless. Shock darts. Not finding anything just yet as they peek at the same time. Mexi finds that shot. They're just going to push on through towards mid, towards control of Marketplace. Corey still on site. Has the utility. Alarm bot triggered, but doesn't find the vulnerable. Into the corner. Gomez finds the shot. Devour heals back up. Now Mexi might be a bit of trouble, but secures that kill nonetheless. Finds a 3 before finally being taken down. It's all up to 98 here. 1v3. Come back in this round. We'll have to see if they can actually end up doing it. And a terrible loss for this team. They hand over those rifles towards Antic. They're going to go back towards the pistols. That's all they can afford. And Antic, they continue to maintain that win streak in this first game. And it just looks like some of these quick duels between the teams that just half a second would be all the Potent need. The Antics is just too far ahead of them, at least in the rounds that we have seen. Shah's now Sheriff in hand. Could potentially look for something as multiple members are pushing on up here. Wildfire. Vandal looking for something. Find the peak, but not the kill. So we'll be towards this A site once again. Very, very cautious with it. That our drone comes through. Wildfire secures 1 on that peak. Paranoia into the corner. 98 left alone. Have to see what they can end up doing. They have control of this site. Wildfire falls on down. Lost 1. Traded back. Sky finds that shot. They made their way once again towards the site. Sky to get that plant down. Even towards generator here. Mexi, good for 2. No shields available. The spray through the wall is good. Warpaxi down to half. Sorry, SD down to half, thanks to Warpaxi rather. Looking for the shot, but Gomez finds it. Antic 4-0, almost flawlessly securing that round win. Back towards those buys now for Potent. 1,050 gold combined. All these teams. Losing this would almost certainly doom next few rounds and potentially the half as a whole. SD going to be forced off. Operator in hand. Makes in position or barely. Misses the shot. So recon comes through. Mexi has snuck by though. Could potentially be in position. Hunter's Fury available now.
Right
Shrouds So much space for this roster. Soda. Sorry, SD rather. For the shot, finds a big chunk of damage down. Lockdown will be used. Gomez, 5 health left. Devour available if they can get into position from the shadows. To get a bit of reposition. They get the detain into the back of the site, and Corey is trapped and alone. A headshot puts them out of their misery. Now SD, they have to save this op. Wildfire pushing on forward. They have the position to find a kill or two here. They will secure it down to a 3v3. They could potentially look for this. They have the runner back, but Empress across the other side could be used here. They will end up committing for this. Both of those ults being procced here. It's clearing control, but that spike is ticking. Looking for the shot. Or Paxi. Dodge on out. It's the operator. Will secure it. 2 quick kills. Finds a third. Do they have enough time? I believe they might do. It's going to be extremely close. Oh, barely. Not going to secure that round win. Just over 1/10 of a second would have netted them their first of the series, but Antic Esports, a few mistakes here and there, and Potent allowed to capitalize off it. As a result, they still get the round win. They still have the economy in their pockets. And Potent will once again go back towards those pistols. Let's see what they can do with the Blade Storm being used here by SD. Pushing on forward towards mid. Wildfire could be in position to find the shot. They think at the same time, but Wildfire good for one. Traded back as Corey and Kuhn find 2 quick kills. This guy finds a second for his team. That recon actually ended up missing. Corey gonna get out alive. 3v3. Antics, they feel like they're stuck in mid here. Looks like it will be back towards B. Once again, 98 on the flank. Has the position to find something, but will just hesitate and wait for Antics to pull that trigger. Alarm bot available. Dark cover comes through. Shaz might be in a bit of danger. Here's Long. Barely misses that shot.
30 seconds left.
Will be forced off for the time being. Spike goes down. Members are rotating on over.
Planted.
They have the utility to back things up here. Hunter's Fury. They have the shock dart. Recon towards the back of the site could be invaluable. It will come out. Spots multiple members, I believe. Get destroyed. Shock dart. Barely going to miss. Paranoia into the back. This is their opportunity. Getting onto the site. Warpaxi finds them. Throws them on down. Finds 2. And 6-0 for Antic Esports. They are running away with this first half. Almost halfway towards that map victory and towards series point. You have to imagine Potent, they've been pretty much in this exact situation before. 6-round win streak for the opponent on the first map. We've seen it from this roster. And they were able to bounce back in that second game. It was a struggle throughout that series, especially that third game. Let's see what they end up doing this time around. They are hesitating a bit. They have mid pressure. Shaz is going on the aggressive Sky. Might be in a bit of danger. The air drone comes through. Doesn't tag anyone. We'll get position of the turret, which will be promptly destroyed. Corey in a bit of danger now. Multiple members are nearby. They're just pushing up through mid. Looking to make something happen. Wildfire falls on down. the operator in the hands of SD. We've seen it before. As the Hunter's Fury will be used. It's on through, big chunk of damage on SD. Kyun, I believe, hit one of those Hunter's Fury shots, but Shaz mows down two, up falls down. It's all on one. The Warpaxi falls, Shaz with a 3. And suddenly, somehow, Potent have turned things around. Once again, they've stopped a 6-round win streak. And they will secure themselves their first round win of the series. Are not available for them too. For Antics, but they've taken a big dent out of the economy. We'll have enough for this round and probably next as well, by the looks of things, but it's a start. Kyun won't find anything with the recon.
Deploying drone.
So will be the owl drone towards mid. Doesn't spot anyone, so they have a vague idea of where they are. Drone gets taken down, Hunter's Fury into the corner. Will spot out the turret, but doesn't get the kill. So we'll provide a bit of information, but they're rotating on back, a minute left. They could potentially look for tree, or even more ambitious towards B through market. SD is waiting. 2 members nearby will get revealed, I'm pretty sure, by that recon. Will be forced out. Ooh, barely gonna miss that shot. Secures it.
Spike down mid.
2 quick kills land. 40 seconds left on that timer, and they are stuck. Where do they go? We'll have to see, as it will be a force towards tree here. Corey has the potential to mow them on down as the Lear comes through. Nano grenades as well. They spray on through, find the 1-for-1 trade, and the site rather is open. They're in position. As that cloud burst will drop on down in just a moment. 98 from behind secures one, secures a second, and Potent find 2 in a row. They'll prevent the plant as well. And they have that lockdown, both of the teams now. 98, they seem to have more sure footing. They know what they want to do. Let's see if they can keep it up. SD has that operator. Early pick here onto main. Could turn this entire round. 5 members are nearby. Paranoia available. Could be used, does come through, and will be forced to tailwind safety. They've just rushed on. Down to use. 1-for-1 trade. About to come through, you would imagine, as Soda. So SD has 10 health left. 8 health left, rather. As Mexi will be good for 3 with that Blade Storm. 2 members left. Corey, lockdown available. Probably not gonna use it. Most likely just looking for some stragglers here. That spike is ticking. It's a standoff. Yeah, finds that shot. As if to punish. Wildfire secures it. The chunk of damage comes through, but it won't be enough to finish things off. Wildfire will secure another round win for Antic. 3 left in this half. Still the potential from Potent to come back in this half and make it a 7-5, but remember their first half of a first map was 10-3. Oh, sorry, 10-2 rather. Let's see if history will repeat. SD starting things off.
Down mid.
Finds the shot towards mid now. Sorry, towards main rather. They could rotate towards mid, but looks like they are committing to this. They have the position. SD is in. Taken down instead. 98 might be in a bit of danger. Paranoid comes through. Gomez through the wall. We're going to secure that kill. I believe the door won't be able to be broken just yet, but will be used. Lockdown comes through. Big chunk of damage onto 98. Has the runner back available and will use it immediately. Just refreshing that health as they rush on through towards this site. Kyun comes out. Double nano swarm. By a bit of space as the defuse used here, stuck to half.
One enemy remains.
Through regardless. Looking for it. Sky, 2 for 1. Corey secures things off. They will not repeat history. Potent. They find their 3rd round win. Rounds in. Antic still the clear favourite in chat and in this game. 6 in a row is nothing to scoff at. So I see where this approach ends up this time. Could be towards mid. We have seen that come out from them in the past. Zesky, who was that first kill. Recon, invaluable. Providing that kill. Bladestorm, now available. Spike once again towards mid. Could just rotate on over. It's Gomez. 2 points away from that Empress. Not going to opt to use it just yet as SD is in position to punish. Finds a 2nd kill. Feels like Antic, they're in shambles right now. In position to make their way towards B, but the spike is nowhere near. They're gonna have to hold this site for a long time if they take it here. Really aggressive. Dashes on through. Recon. Bit of a bait there. Shaz falls on down. 1-for-1 trade. They've got control of this site. Spike going to go down. Or Paxi. Secure that. Mexi lands that headshot. Down to 2v3 in addition. Double tailwind to safety from both of these jets. It's just a waiting game. They're pincering them in. The Paxi in the corner. Mexi finds 3. And what looked like it could be impossible for Mexi.
One enemy remains.
Might be able to clutch things out here. Looking for the shot for Kyun. Once again the savior for Potent. And it was looking really rough for Antics. They almost turned things around.
Last round before
4K over there for Mexi, playing so incredibly well on this duelist so far. They saved the operator. They've got the utility back. And now it's Antic.
Thanks.
They're on the ropes. 1 in the past 5 rounds in their favor.
Placing sentry.
Gonna have to stick towards
Standing ahead.
those sheriffs, and actually full shields not purchased by Corey, I believe. Sorry, by Scythe, I believe. That could be a huge mistake. When Spirit comes on through, Gomez will miss that. Will dodge it rather. It's towards the site they go. Empress comes on through, looking for the peak. Cure in the back of sight, playing with fire there. They've got position on this site from the shadows, going to be used into Wine. They don't know from behind. Could look for the shot, secures it. Shaz taken down in trade. It's a 2v3. Now Omez, 38 health, could get the devour if that kill comes through. SD playing with fire, operating in hand, takes down the shot with the Blade Storm. And Kyun providing backup. And Potent, they do it 3 in a row to secure themselves. 5-7 in that half. more importantly, 5 in the past 6. And we'll have to see what this defense looks like from Antic. The shaky end to that half. So once again, we see that priority on towards those shields. Turret going to be destroyed. Corey forced off. Push towards this site. Mexi going very aggressive here. Almost finding the shot into the corner. Trades 1-for-1. Gomez, the jump on forward. Looking for it. It's 98. Probably going to be forced to use the heal. But Warpaxi is there to back up the team. Char's going to sneak on by. Kyun is there as well. Will be forced off likewise. They do still have this spike. They could look for the rotate potentially here. But the utility is set up for Sky. Classic in hand. Those alarm bots, those turrets in the early round when you can't effectively remove them in time. Not doing a lot of damage as we see there on Corey. Headshot. Will be enough to secure it. Turret finally drops down the alarm bot. Well, he actually ended up getting the vulnerable. It won't matter, gets onto the site regardless. 4v2. As that spike is down. For it, but misses the shots. Pretty much all of them as Gomez will be the one to pick that up. It's a 1v4 and Kyun can basically do nothing as the defuse comes through. Paxi finds that kill. Antic Esports once again securing the pistol round. 2 for 2 in this game. Once again, pretty standard second round buys coming on through. Marshall in the hands of Mexi. 4 members pushing towards main here. Wildfire might be in a bit of trouble. Paranoia will come on through. Dark cover to buy some space as a big chunk of damage comes through onto multiple members. I believe that was the shock dart from Warpaxi. Mowing them on down, finds 2, sprays through, finds a 3rd. And Warpaxi just mowing down the kills. The Russian sniper. Going to war with Potent. Might be able to find the ace actually. 98's pushing on up. 2 points away.
Revealing area.
From that Hunter's Fury reveal as well. And the ace is secured. And these Sovers have been on fire during this game. 5-9 will be the round score now. Antic's actually calling for that timeout. We'll have to see what it ends up being about. There's 40 seconds left. A good start to this half, but I'll see if they can keep it up. 4 rounds is all that separates them from victory in this first map and from moving on to series point. And we have seen Potent in that situation before, just last night. So I have to see what it ends up meaning. And what this time out will ensure for this team. As the rifle round. On through now. The side of Potent. believe SD actually might have accidentally used that that updraft there, so won't have that available for this round. Recon not going to secure anything just yet, but this hour drone is sure to find multiple members. Spots the gun. Recon will be tagged. Marshall almost landing there. Gonna force them on back towards their spawn. Meanwhile though, all going to be destroyed. Everyone is in position. Kyun already on the side. Has the Phantom in hand, but falls on down. And the Paranoia plus the Dark Cover will force them off. But they're going anyway. Here comes through. But Gomez will trade that 1-for-1 down to 3v4. SD sprays on through, equalizing things. Spike going to be planted here. Runner back available.
Joke's over. You're dead.
We'll look for the flank opportunity through Garden. Might be able to secure things, but they know. Here finds one. Looks for the second, but Warpaxi will erase that ultimate. Olsov comes up over the top.
One enemy remaining.
From behind, Mexi falls. It's all down to one more Paxi. We've seen them get so many kills in the past. Looking for the headshot, secures it. It's all down to one. Vandal in hand. From above, it's all up to Shaz to stop things here. To stop the half. It's all that they need. And we'll be able to do it. Going to lose the life for it, but they will secure the round win nonetheless. But at heavy cost. Won't really have enough for those mini shields. Wildfire probably going to opt for the Spectre. Might look to scavenge things up here. Gomez in position. Double shock dart coming on through there and forcing Gomez out of position. Wildfire revealed, I believe, by the recon, but the push through mid. Shaz is undetected here. Oh, he's spotted now, just barely. And the rotation towards this site is imminent. You can see Empress has been used by Gomez. In position, Shaz finds one. Down 45 health though, so incredibly low. The Paranoia comes through. Shadow Step still available. Gomez needs that shot, needs to find a kill here.
Spike planted.
That Devour. The Empress has fallen. And they just spray on through. 2 members left. And you can see they're hesitant. They're just going to retreat to safety here. And save what little economy they can. And Potent, they secure their 7th round win. 2 in a row now for them. And still continuing to deny Antic that 10th round win. Might be able to find a few kills on the back end. I believe Kyun was actually heard out by that jump. So not going to take any chances. Another round win going on over to this roster. Still 4 separate Antic from their win in this game, and Potent looking to potentially mount the comeback here. Hunter's Fury available from the shadows as well. They continue to mount the approach towards this B site. Oh, almost a big chunk of damage coming on through. Finds one onto 98, finds a second, and that's the duelist down. For multiple members, Mexi might be a bit of trouble. Tailwind actually baits him on out, sprays through, and finds SD. And they've massacred them in mid here. Wildfire almost finding that shot. believe he actually secured that kill. It's Corey, 5 health left. A slight breeze will knock them down. So they continue the approach. Wildfire finds the headshot. The only one left standing. Vandal in hand. In the wrong location, and Sky finds it. And a completely different look for this team in the round. They secure themselves double digits. And Potent, with a huge swing, now going to have to come back in this game. And Kyun might be looking for the cheese strat here. Odin available, but no one in position. Mexi might be in a bit of trouble.
Revealing
Over the top. Recon comes through. Doesn't find anything just yet as Gomez actually finds the first shot. Secures that kill. Towards mid. Wildfire rather. Might be looking for something. As Gomez just peeks again. Finds that shot. Shah's revealed. Will be safe in that corner. The spike is abandoned. Towards this B site though. They're just waiting for Potent to make the first move. Although Shahs has pushed very far forward up. Very far forward here. Paranoid comes through, and from behind, just going to get mowed down by Warpaxi. SC takes a big chunk of damage, and it's all a bait towards this side. 3 quick kills land for the side of Antics. They move up to round number 11 in their win column 2. Separates them from victory here. Because I believe, hang on, let me check. Yeah, this was Antic's map pick. Icebox was Potent's. It's definitely a statement if they can win this game.
Standing ahead.
Wildfire on the approach, headshot lands, finds a second, almost finds a third, mowing them down on the catwalk. And it's all but over in this round. Paranoia comes through. Corey must be shaking at this point. Recon not going to reveal. Warpaxi in position. Sky as well. The shock darts will miss. Will Antic get their second ace potentially? Warpaxi on the approach. Double recon reveal. It's all over. Warpaxi finds it. A flawless round as Antic Esports secure themselves match point in game number 1. "14 rounds moves them on towards the winners semi-finals to face off against Shadow of Intent. And Potent, we've seen incredible comebacks from this roster. Let's see if they can keep it up. Antics though, they're going on the approach. They have the advantage and they know it. 98 and Shahs pushing towards mid here. As the recon will reveal. Q is joining them. They might have a bit of an idea. Looking for the first shot. Gomez secures it. Towards mid though, Shahs is still there. Tailwind safety and through the smoke, Sky rather. Will secure that kill, traded back by SD. As Hunter's Fury will be activated. Looking for the shot, looking for anything here. Won't find a single arrow. From the shadows will be used. That pinces them in towards this site as the spike goes down. Now they just have to play for this defense. For Paxi. Recon comes through. Lockdown as well. That's on the side of Potent. Waiting for the shot while Paxi falls. Down to a 3v3 now. That timer is ticking. Lockdown will not find its victims just yet. Corey good for one. Into the back. SD is in position, but they mow them. And they secure this site and they hold on to the round and the game for at least another round on this half. Last time Potent was on map 1. It was a 13-11 for the opposing team. That being GGs Esports. They still have to mount an incredible comeback if they want to come back. If they want to continue on in this game. Mexi will be forced off. Almost finds the collateral, but running back will be used. 98 looking to get in control of this site. Finds the headshot, secures it. Mexi takes things back. Takes a big chunk of damage doing so. Gomez in position now. Corey gets the plant.
Spike planted.
This retake, a 4v4. Would decide this game. Lear coming on through. We need a lot here. They're waiting. Here comes through. Shaz might be a bit of danger. That door has dropped. Out. Wildfire secures it, drops down and misses those shots. Wildfire into the back, looking for it. Q finds the shot. Alone. Paxi sticks the half. And timer is still ticking at 3k. 498. They'll secure this round win. They continue to hold on. Antic. They have the economy to back it up. 3 rounds of success and pretty dominant success. We'll do that for you.
Deep breath.
We'll be forced to get the teammate by on that one.
Cover going out.
Recon comes through and actually misses from Kyun. Was that Aldrone, but Corey finds the shot. Big chunk of damage actually traded back, I believe. They make their way towards this site. Gomez in position. Empress available. As the shot up. Find a little bit. This round through. Dismissed to safety. Invisibility comes out. Into the corner. Tries to go for the shorty, but the increased fire rate is just too much for Potent. It's a 2v3. The Empress is still alive. And Scythe on the high ground. Might be able to find this shot onto Shaz. 2v3 now. Turret falls on down, but gives a fair amount of information. There's Kyun. They haven't gotten the spike down yet. And they are just waiting. Empress expires. And once again,
30
it's
seconds
just
left.
a waiting game here. They don't have enough time to rotate on over. 34 health on this Sova. That's all that they will have as the plant comes through. Have to bait it out as the positioning is good for Shaz. Turns into a 2v2. Yeah, they close things out here, but Gomez finds 3. It's all down to 1, but it's all down to none. Gomez with 4 to close things out. And Antic Esports, they take game 1 of this series.
Defenders win.
13-9. And they will secure themselves series point. 13 rounds now is all that separates them from a showdown with Shadow of Intent, as we will head to a quick break between this game and potentially our last on Icebox, so don't go anywhere. Welcome back everyone to the LPL Winter Cup for game number 2 of this series. Antic Esports taking home this first game pretty easily, if I'm being completely honest. They struggled a fair amount at the end of that first half, but they were able to turn it and took home that game in pretty dominant fashion. Just a few quick seconds while I get everything ready on the stream side as we get on in towards our second map of the series, potentially our last, if Antic Esports continue on this winning streak. The composition's pretty standard for this map overall. Let's see which one comes out on top. I just gotta change the... Where is it? One sec. One second. I just gotta turn off the all chat somehow. On the leaderboard. Sorry about this, everyone. Just gotta turn off. Because I was asked to. Where is it? I am not sure. The round has started and the game has begun. Shields across the board here, and Mexi starts things off with a bang, securing that kill. Traded on back. 98 finds it with a big chunk of damage onto multiple members here. SD down to 20. Might be able to find the kill. Will be killed instead. Regrowth still available for the defense here. No heals on the side of Potent. Spike is still in position to go towards this A site as multiple members continue to push on forward. Alarm bot and that nanoswarm are in position to find something, and guiding light will let them know something is afoot. Shaz might be in a bit of trouble. Sky as well. That third recon is actually going to tag and into the corner. They go looking for the shot, traded 1-for-1 as they make their way, continuing towards this site. Snakebite looking for something. Into the back. SD wins out on that trade. It's all down to a 1v2 Antics. Wildfire looking for something from behind. Finds the headshot. And that spike is down. SD so incredibly low here. Looking for the shot. We'll be able to find it just barely. Holding on to it. And the first round, a bloodbath. Will be in favor of Antics nonetheless. 3 for 3 in pistol rounds over the course of this series so far. From here on out, for Potent, every single round matters. They cannot afford to make any more mistakes, really, in this series.
Let's go.
12 more rounds is the difference between them and a lower bracket berth. Wildfire going on the aggressive now. Spots out 98. Almost lands that headshot. They have backup and they will retreat to safety. In a bit of danger. Guiding light straight to the face. Definitely gonna have to wear sunglasses after that. Wapaxi just gonna retreat for now. It's already down to a 4v5. Spike's still in mid. They're stalling around a little bit. And from what we've seen, whenever any teams really, we've seen a fair amount from Potent in that first half of Bind. Whenever they stall out these rounds and get desperate on that timer, they fall apart when they push towards that site. B-site now might be in a bit of danger. Wildfire is here. 3 members on the way. 98 hit on forward. Finds one, finds two, almost finds a third. As Corey barely gonna survive that. Will heal up. Thanks
30
to that
seconds
orb,
left.
but
One
taken
enemy
down
remaining.
nonetheless.
Spike down
Gomez
B.
in position to punish. And it's all down to Kyun in the back. Warpaxi secures it with the classic. And almost flawlessly, they will secure another round win. The rifle round this time though, for the side of Potent. And this is their opportunity to come back in this game. Let's look towards that leaderboard. 4-1 for Wildfire. Aggressive towards mid now, but multiple members towards this A site. Sky. They get tagged on up by that recon. And they've cleared a fair amount of information. SD on the approach, looking for something. As Corey finds that first kill. Patsy falls on down, traded back. Sky finds it. Shaz will get the revenge. Now Mexi will be forced off. Spike plant. Some damage thanks to that snake bite.
One enemy
Marshall
remaining.
secures
Here.
almost that kill. But it's too easy. They line up the shots. SD finds it. Because I believe, yeah, I'm pretty sure the prediction is out. The buyers come on through. Mexi now, operator in hand. Have to keep an eye on this and see what they can end up doing. 3 members nearby could look to make something happen. An aggressive recon going to be forced out. Forced away from this site. Double toxins will be used here to get a bit of information. This Tailwind had to be used here to get out of that line of sight. Meanwhile, though, Shaz is pushing very far forward. Spike is across the map. They could look for some, better pun, antics here, as or doesn't spot Wildfire, but they might have spotted Shaz. Smoke grenade comes through, looking for the shot from behind. Sky DC issues, not exactly sure what happened there. 2 quick kills in the hands of Potent, pushing up now towards this B site. Warpaxi trades one back, finds Shaz. Seeker's available. Yeah, they're going to pause
30 seconds left.
after this.
Spike
I'm
planted.
barely going to miss that tag, and from behind lines up the headshot. It's too easy for 98. A 2v4 most likely. Just going to look to save this operator. And hand that round over to the side of Potent.
Last
Tying
player
things up.
standing.
Retreat, big chunk of damage. So incredibly low here, but they will have a bit of information that Spike will look to detonate. They secure their round winners. Yeah, we'll go to a pause. Fix those issues. They don't even get to save that operator. As I'll quickly look to find wherever that old chat issue is. 1 second. Yeah, real quickly check
Here.
to see what the issue is. I believe it was Scythe having some problems. Yeah, we'll have a quick tech pause and while that's happening, I'll try and figure out this chat issue. Looks like both teams just about ready to kick things off once again. Viper's Pit for both of these teams are available. That timer will restart. Look at this very aggressive positioning here from Antic's 3 members. Recon tags onto 1. They still are here. Oh, that Aldrone spots multiple. Warpaxi with a headshot will eliminate Shaz from this round. SD will be forced off now. I believe they saved that gun. Just trade it over for the Vandals. They make their way towards this A site. Sky in position. Marshall in hand. Look for something. Corey above gets the recon tag out. Will be forced out of that container. Exy will come through and will actually be eliminated there. SD finds 2 quick kills. 98 from behind, lines up the shot, takes down Wildfire. It's all down to 1 Warpaxi. Good for 2 so far. Seekers available, probably not going to use them. They have the information. Forced out and almost finds the shots necessary with the tailwind to safety. Will secure a few less casualties, and Potent find themselves another round win. They inch ahead of Antic in this game. Full buyers have come on through Wildfire. The only one not be able to afford those full shields. Let's see where this recon ends up going. So I'm not sure exactly what it ends up spotting there. Didn't tag the turret. Comes through into the corner. They have a fair amount of information. They just spray on through. Seekers available. Viper's Pit on towards this site. Wall as well, I believe. Now they have to go for something. A Decay is slowly starting to ramp on up. Headshot. Securing the kill. 98. Will dodge on through. The Viper's Pit is down. It's a 2v4 as Mexi and Sky come to the rescue. Gomez finds it. Rez comes through. Yep, plus the revive. Lucky enough to close things out. It's all down to Corey. So that lockdown is available. And they're just going to get it. Wildfire on the flank. Eliminating Corey from this round. They'll get the defuse. 3 seconds left to spare. And Antic Esports was close. But they secure themselves another round win. 10 to go for this team.
Turn out. Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
Very interesting lineups. I might have to use them next time I play Killjoy on this map. Looks like it will be towards this A site once again. Blade Storm has been used. Mexi can be forced on off. To that Aldrone. One shot will land. I believe Gomez actually finds that kill. Played it back as SD and Shaz. Down 2 on the side. They're looking for the approach as they push out. Gomez plays that 1-for-1. Shaz finds 3. It's all down to Wildfire. They're alone.
Spike planted.
Trapped through mid. Most likely just going to find a kill or two. You would hope. This round feels squarely in the hands of Potent. This was their map pick as well. And their confidence is showing. Peek on through, finds the shot. Purifying Wildfire there. Move up to 4. By the way, for everyone who's asking about the score, the little pink sliver at the top, that represents a round win. So for instance, if Potent had a game, I'd put one over there as well. But just Antic Esports has round wins, sorry, map wins rather, at the moment. So it might be a little bit confusing, but I just want to keep it out of the way, that's all. Mexi now though, classic in hand. Site is under threat. Recon will tag and force off of this site. Just for the rest of the teammates. It's a big chunk of damage onto Soda. Sorry, SD rather, gets the heal. Wildfire from behind. They've lost the spike. It's over near spawn. They're in position and Wildfire is just there to collect. Snakebite comes through. They are picking off Potent. And what looked good is falling apart in this round. Save a few guns while they're at it. Secure themselves a round win. And at a heavy disadvantage with just those pistols. But they're able to land the shots. They isolate the spike, and that was very, very unusual. It was all alone left at spawn. Might have dropped on down, but I didn't hear the sound, so I'm not exactly sure if that was the case. If that wasn't left behind, then they could have potentially pushed on forward, and maybe that round would have gone different, but that is in the past now. Well, Paxi might be in a bit of danger as Shaz finds that first kill. Dying Light comes on through, spots out one, saves that headshot. Be able to find information onto multiple members. Gets the second, Rez comes through as well, down to a 5v3. Want to see if they can keep things up. The wall just about to expire as Viper's kick comes through. Mexi is waiting. It won't be enough. Peak's advantage is there. 498. Secure that round win. Trade it back. Well, Paxi secures that. It's A-site now under threat. SD has the utility in place and eliminates those grenades. Plant not yet come through. For Corey as Sky is here.
Left.
Shots will secure it. Now it's a 2v3. Snakebite does a little bit of damage. Headshot now from Vandal will secure that kill, but it will be the Vandal to pick it up. It's all down to one. The Warpaxi cleans house. A 4K.
Thank you.
And I'll give over that ult charge to boot. Antic Esports, they will inch ahead in this game. 3 rounds left overall in this half. And they've got the operator. They've got the economy starting to stack up nicely. Potent. They have to contend with scraps here.
Get out of my way.
And this operator once again. Let's see how it fares. SD on the approach, dodges on through, but takes a big chunk of damage. from, I believe, a wall back, if I'm not mistaken. Wildfire might be in a bit of danger here. Looking for the shots. Nice flick. Will secure that kill onto 98. Multiple members pushing on through. Snakebite is here. Could potentially use that to escape, but turns away at the wrong time. Does a little bit of damage onto Corey. 1 point away from that res. And will secure it. There's so much utility set up on this site. Empress going to be used here. Shards in position, takes a big chunk of damage. Has the Devour, could potentially heal things up. But they need to get here first. Warpaxi Seekers still available. Going to use them now. Plant comes through. Res is now available. Hunter's Fury as well. Good is just in a world of hurt. Nexi eliminates him. Warpaxi finds it. And all down to Corey. Headshot lands, but won't find the second. So Warpaxi takes him down. Secure themselves 6 round wins. Seven to go for this team.
Here.
And besides last night, I've only ever had the pleasure of casting 2-0s in the past, I'd say month and a half, so let's see if it does end up going the distance. Last first half ended at, I believe, 7-5 in favour of Antic. As A-side will be under pressure. Lombot triggered, but will be destroyed. Let's see if they end up committing to this. Trailblazer, I'm going to find some information as Wildfire from behind is here. Could look for something, but we'll just retreat to safety. Shaz is a little bit suspicious of this. Could look to find some kills. They're rotating on backwards. 55 seconds left. They have to make a go towards one of these sites. Could be in a bit of danger. Shaz good for one. We'll get the Devour back to full health here. It's the operator. Oh, barely. Gonna miss out on Corey. They need to commit back towards this site. While they have the time, Scythe is 1 point away from that lockdown. Could be crucial
30 seconds left.
if they can get it. Turret comes through. Leah as well. Charles has the approach towards the site. Trades it back. A 1-for-1. And the lockdown comes through. Gomez
Spike planted.
for one.
You will
Will
not
force
kill
out the
my ally.
retreat. Rez comes through. Big chunk of damage. And it's all for nothing. The headshot lands. And Scythe, what was that? Kyun, it's all down to 1. We've seen them clutch, but it won't be enough. Scythe with 4. And they will secure 7. What a performance from Scythe. 2 health left. Gets the
Last round
kill
in the half.
onto Shaz. Gets the kill onto the Rez as well. And then a masterful flick onto Corey to close things off there. And all of these players have had insane standout moments throughout the course of this series on both of the teams.
Placing swarm grenade.
There's 1 round left in this half. Antic's got money to spare, I believe. That AWP down. Zesty might be in a bit of danger. Really going to miss that headshot onto Omez. Going light rather, will be forced off. The corner headshot lands. And Kyun will secure that kill. Trade it back. This is down to a 3v4. Corey might be in a bit of danger. They will retreat from that position. Wildfire rather. Once again on the flank. Corey is here. Peeks. Gets the shot. We'll have to see how this rotation comes on through, and Warpaxi, you cannot miss those. 98. Dodging every single bullet there. That's all down to Scythe.
Spike planted.
A 1v4 would be required to secure this round win. Shaz most likely going to put a stop to that. 30 health left. They're in position to take them out. Grenade does nothing, and into the corner. 98 there. 7-5 once again.
Switching sides.
In favor of Antic Esports still. We'll have to see how this defense holds for Potent. This is their last chance to come back in this series. Once again, taking a look at those buys. Less shields this time around and more focus on the one tap. Double Sheriff coming on through from both of these Jets. In position around B. 5 members from the side of from the side of Antics rather. For the headshot, Trailblazer lands big chunk of damage almost onto Gomez. Wildfire is actually trapped, I believe, by that wall. Here's multiple members, but the rotate is already here towards this A site. Warpaxi goes on a bit of a hunt. 98, watching, waiting, looking for something. Warpaxi takes a little bit of damage. The spike is down. 5v5 retake. We'll have to see how it goes. From behind, Shaz going to be forced out of that position. Mexi looking for something. SD trades on back. 3v3. Gomez looking for it. We'll be able to find it. Warpaxi. Good for one. It's all down to Corey with 29 health left. And the kill is secured. And Antic Esports. 4 pistol rounds. 4 halves in this series. And even that save round that they won just earlier on this map, showing a mastery over these pistols against Potent. Once again, SD going on the aggressive in the corner. Trailblazer won't reveal anything just yet as the guiding light comes through. Those screens will drop on down. So they are playing the waiting game. Shaz on the aggressive. Scythe is in position to potentially punish this. They are just playing a bit of ring around the rosy here. Meanwhile though, 2 members pushing on up towards this site. Kyun might be a bit caught out here. Members on the way to rotate. The Wildfire finds that first kill, gets a second, 72 health left. Scythe backs him up. It's just Classic and a Sheriff left. Corey around the corner looking for the shot, finds one, it's all on 98, but blinded up and taken down from multiple different angles. A flawless round in favor of Antic Esports, and this is looking completely similar to that last game. And Antic Esports 4 rounds away from taking home this series, and they are running away with Icebox. Potent's map choice. No ults available just yet, but multiple on the way. Most notably, that res Gomez 7 out of 8 within 2 rounds. SD will take a little bit of damage from, I believe, an allied shock dart. Goes very far forward. They might not suspect this. but sprayed on through and taken down. The presence of mind there from Mexi to check that corner. Picks up the Vandal now. Has that in possession. And this site is open. Hyun might be in a bit of danger. The plank goes down. And there's a big chunk of damage. Is traded onto Warpaxi. We'll get the heal out, I believe. Back to full health on that front. Corey will get one. Equalizes things. Because it's 3 on the site. Sky from behind. Not be in position. Corey, good for 1. Finds a second. That's his 3rd on the round. That's 4. As the Nano Swarms will buy a bit of time. Skyth will force them on off. It's a 1v4. And that defuse is coming on through. Finds 2 with the Spectre. They have to commit to this. And Corey finds 5. The ace. The round win in favor of Potent. That res now available for both of these Sages. The second ace so far in this series. Potent, they will get some more time on the board here. Prevent that double digits. As Corey goes on a bit of a hunt. Turret is there. Could potentially look for something. Keeps on out. Will be forced off. Takes a little bit of damage. Might not go for the heal. Will end up using it. Warpaxi secures 1. The site is open. Once again, Hyun or big chunk of damage traded back, but the heal is most likely coming on through. 15 health rather. As regrowth comes out. The spike goes down. Antic Esports once again in control of this site. 98. Looking to try and change things. 2 snake bites available. It's Corey on the approach, looking for something. Finds the turret, but Skype is there to punish. It's all down to 1. The 98 left alone. 70 health in a 1v4. Just going to have to concede this round. Might pick up a kill onto Warpaxi, but taken down to end things off. Antic Esports, they must be able to taste this victory, this semi-finals appearance in the top 4 of the upper bracket, and a showdown against Shadow of Intent on the line. And Potent, they need to climb an insurmountable objective to come out on top in this game. 10 to 6 rather, still in favor. 98 will be in a bit of trouble. Gets the kill onto the Seeker, but they have classics against the might of the Vandals and Phantoms. Wildfire actually didn't buy. Probably won't end up needing it. As that spike is down. And the approach, Corey is just caught out. And SD will be alone towards this site. Shaz has to stick on in towards this. They're forced out thanks to that vulnerable. And it's all down to 1. A flawless round for Antics. And the chances for them to come online are growing slimmer and slimmer. They're almost down to the wire here. As Antics have saved up so much of that economy, so many credits across the board here. And flawless rounds will do that. SD now. Bit the bullet. has that operator. Needs to find some use out of it in this round. There's very few chances left for this team, but taken down, doesn't peek and doesn't check Mexi. 2 quick kills. Sky finds a third. That plant is down, and the lockdown will force Corey to play so incredibly defensive here, but taken down from behind, most likely by the looks of things. Secures 1, but Gomez eliminates them, and match point now. There's no more excuses for Potent to come back in this series. This is their final chance. 1 round separates Antic from the top 4 in the upper bracket. They have the Blade Storm. They have the Resurrection. 4 ults on the other side. But look at that economy. Bulldog, Spectres. They have 4 ults. 1 on the way. They need to make this happen. Dash on through. The Blade Storm has been used by SD. They need to look for something. They've left the spike towards mid here as the guiding light comes through. Let's see who finds who first though. Warpaxi over the top. Might be able to find a headshot. Won't be able to secure it. Won't be able to get that heal off until they get in position. It's already a 2v4 though. They have the spike en route. Corey falling on down. It is looking like a do or die situation for Kuhn. We've seen them clutch before, but a 1v4 is required to save this series.
Spike planted.
Keep in this game, to keep in the upper bracket.
Standing ahead.
That spike is ticking. Hunter's Fury available. Look at the positioning. Warpaxi could get the punish. Here's the footsteps. 150 health. It was the headshot. Down to 2. That spike. Every single second getting lower and lower. But they're in position. And Gomez mows them down. 13-6. And Antic Esports look on fire in this second game. And they will secure themselves a showdown with Shadow of Intent, as I believe the other series is just playing out as well. I can check that while we go. One second. Yes, Altered Edge vs Sus is currently happening, and the winner will face Collateral in the other semi-final of the upper bracket. As yeah, our game has finished. 16-20 Kings lost to Shadow of Intent 2-0 in that series as well. A lot of big names here. And for Antic Esports, it will mean a lower bracket. I mean, they need a climb to come out on top here. I believe they will face, by the looks of things, either 16... No, they will probably either face Paranoia or Team Vision, by the looks of things, in the lower bracket. But they have a journey to climb if they want to come out on top in this lower bracket. But that will be it for me tonight. Thank you all... Oh, hang on a moment. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you to Let's Play Live for inviting me to become a community caster. And thank you to the teams for putting on quite a show in this series. It wasn't 3 games like last night, but it was a damn good series nonetheless. Thank you all for tuning in. Stay safe, especially if you are in New South Wales. And thank you all for watching.